Welcome back to my channel, guys. So today we're going to continue our lesson in illustration entitled Drawing Basic Shapes Using Lines. Ako nga pala si Teacher Say, a secondary school teacher 2 of Angeles City Senior High School, Schools Division of Angeles City. So, let's start. So for our topic for today is drawing basic shapes using lines. Let's start. These are the topics that we're going to cover for today. Lines, drawing techniques for accuracy, basic kinds of lines, line drawing exercises, and gripping the pen. So, what are the tools that you enjoy using when illustrating? When illustrating. Okay. You may post this video and write your answer in the comment section down below. Are there tools you would like to learn if you're given a chance to have them? Again, you may post this video and write your answer in the comment section down below. So let's talk about lines. Basically, lines are the basic elements of design. It is the parapet point moving through a space. Line plays an integral role in the creation of art. And an artist produces enough lines on a piece of paper or canvas, artwork begins to assume both its shape and meaning, and can be used to show shape, contour, texture, and tone. Please take note of the four things that I mentioned last. This will be explaining them later. Lines are basically the starting point of all artworks. You cannot finish an illustration without having to start with a line. So you sketch using lines, you lay out using lines, okay? Then you finish it with lines also, whether it's curved, horizontal, vertical, diagonal, or zigzag lines. Then, drawing techniques for accuracy, just like what I mentioned earlier, shape is the result of an enclosed line to form a boundary. Basically, you're using geometric shape whenever you're illustrating. It's a closed figure, okay? So, whether it's a triangle, circular, or any shape, how many sides that they have, it's okay. Contour is the outline. So when you're talking about contouring, you're putting outline on something. It's like in makeup, okay? Models who are showing how to put contour on their face, you notice if they need to be looking like thin, they will use makeup to contour themselves. They would form lines so that they would look like they're thin. They're not. Texture, the tactile quality of the surface of the artwork. Okay, basically, texture, it may be smooth, it may be rough, it may be like a marble or something similar. Okay. Tone, lightness or darkness of an area. So we're talking about shadowing here. So you will put shadows, light or dark shadows, depending on the perspective of the light you're looking at. You put the object on. Then we have basic lines. Of course, we have horizontal lines parallel to the horizon. It suggests calmness, repose, and balance, while vertical line moves straight up and down. It conveys height, stability, and dignity. While diagonal lines, slant lines express action, movement, and tension, while zigzag lines are combination of diagonal lines, and curved lines change direction gradually. So you may use any of them, okay, in your illustration. So let's have line drawing exercises. So when we talk about line contour, basically you are just looking at your subject, then you're drawing at your paper without even looking at it. Okay? The artist draws a contour of an object without looking at the paper. That's the key point of line contour. While contour drawing, basically the artist sketches the style of the object or the subject by drawing lines that results the drawing that is essentially an outline. Here you are using lines, shapes to draw the outline of the object before even finalizing it with details. So first is what we call hatching. Okay? Hatching, engraving, or drawing of fine lines in close proximity, especially to give an effect of shading. So I'll show to you how hatching works. And then we have cross-hatching. Layers of hatching applied at different angles create different textures and darker tones. Usually the first layer is vertical, the next horizontal, and the next diagonal. So the more layers that you have, the more detail you will put. Again, I'll show to you how it is done. Then you have contour hatching. Rather than simply hatching, which are straight lines, contour hatching is when the lines follow the contours of the object. So basically, instead of straight lines, it's a circular object that you want to draw, you would use curved lines. If it's a diagonal, it's going to be diagonal. It depends on the contour of your object. So I'll show it to you also. And then random hatching. Basically, it chooses layers of short straight marks. So combination of either cross hatching or hatching, and even contour hatching. I'll show to you how it is done. Scumbling uses layers of small scribbled marks to build up value and texture. Varying the direction adds more interest than simple circular scribble. Basically, instead of straight lines or curved lines, you're using scribbles. Okay? Random shapes, random curved lines that you, or random circular circular motions of your pen to form an object. The different, if you add different movements, different directions of your scribble, it can add meaning to it. So I'll show to you how it is done. Then we have stippling. Uses tiny dots to create value. The closer the dots together, the darker the tone. So basically, you're just plotting dots, okay, all over your artwork until you form your piece. I'll show to you how it is done. So how do you grip your pen? I'll be using my stylus here to show to you how it is done. So scribe grip, basically the scribe grips the feels natural for most people. But the problem here is writing is different from drawing. So basically you're not going to use scribe grip. How do you identify if you're using scribe grip? Basically, it's like this, okay? You're holding the pen. You're holding the pen like this. In my case, I'm holding it like this. This is my scribe grip, okay? But ideally, this is the scribe grip. Then we have pen grip, okay? So the pen grip is good for detailing and for small size sketching. Hold the pen like you would hold the writing pen but with farther from the tip. So be like this one. Okay? Be farther from the edge. So you can move your hand more. Okay? Then we have violin grip. This grip is a preferable basic drawing grip. It produces flowing, economical sweeping lines, and it is ideal for rough sketching, hatching, and tonal work with the side of the lead. So basically, you're going to hold your pen like this. Okay, so if you will look here, okay, I'm holding my stylus like this one. Okay, it is the same with your pencil or your pen. Okay, you will hold it like this. So pen grip, there's scribe grip, pen grip, and then violin grip. Sorry, here, violin grip, violin bow grip. Then we have gesture grip and knife grip. So gesture grip suitable most for gesture drawing with varying paper size and motion range. Usually, the smaller the paper or detail, the closer the grip will be to the pen. So we have two, the gesture and the knife. So how do we do the gesture? Basically, gesture would be like this one. It's a gesture grip. While the knife grip is like this. That's how you will hold your knife. The knife grip. Okay? It's like holding a real knife. And then we have the brush grip, used for detailed work. It is the pencil held like a brush. It's a pen grip with index resting along the shaft. So basically, it will look like this. Cute. Here's your brush grips. So why do we need to learn the different techniques of drawing lines and handling a pen or brush? You may pause this video and write your answer in the comment section down below. For my students, St. Olga and St. Paul, you would be doing performance task 1 and performance task 2 at your modules. For our next topic, drawing lines and producing illusion of volume. Be for our next week meeting. And don't forget, Albert Einstein told us imagination is more important than knowledge. So don't you practice your imagination. But thank you for listening. We'll see you again next time.